Okay, so I wanted to address this. Apparently, Polar Bear was having a fit, or Dan, in other words, was having a fit because I specifically made a video on his transgender friend, or ex-girlfriend, or ex-obsession of his, um, Angel Charms, or whatever, and he was really upset about it or whatever. And so then he made up the fact that he was trying to say that I only made 100 views or something on my videos, which was weird. It's like, no, I don't. I've never had problems with views. I actually had more of a problem with count, but that was more so about the fact that I didn't care too much about my channel. I just made a video about this specifically. I made a video saying that I particularly don't really care about people. I don't like people, and like presentation never matters to me, because to me I assume people are bad, and so then they are always going to be negative, ugly, dumb people. So why would I put much effort into anything that I do in effort to make other people happy or like my content? You get what I mean? But even with all of that, I still was able to hit 1,000 subscribers, even without caring, and with this past year of not really even posting that much, for that matter. In the last 2 years, I think I've made like about 600-700 additional subscribers in that time. And who I was talking about was Angel Charms, who specifically has been posting regularly and obsessively over Crystal Swirls, and how she only has 200 subscribers after all of that. And I mean, like, it's been 2 years, and I mean, back then she had a couple subscribers. I think it was like 20, maybe 30, something like that. So she didn't even get 200 subscribers in 2 years. That's pretty fucked up. That's just my opinion on that. But yeah, to me, I mean, like, yeah, on the basis of views, I've always had a good amount of views. This is back 2 years ago. I still have very high views. Specifically, the top video was from 2 years ago, and I made 8.3 thousand views, so well over 100 views. Redbone, what's a Redbone? Again, that was 2 years ago. Yeah, 5.5 thousand views there. And then Divested, this one's a beef video. So it's about Divested Zealot and Chrissy basically having a bit of an issue. They sometimes have that bit of beef, I've never been a fan of Chrissy. I've always been against Chrissy, and I've always loved Divested Zealot, so yeah, and I've almost got 4,000 views there. And then on No, I Don't Wish to Be like a Cynthia G, which is me complaining about Latino men, but saying that I wouldn't just make a whole channel complaining about Latino men while dating Latino men, and that was 3.2 thousand views. And then this other one, Cynthia G and Paris Milan, I was making a video about them, and how they, this one is about how are they dark skinned and I'm not, basically. If they're dark skinned, then I guess I would be too, but I don't think any of us are dark skinned. It's just crazy. Like, they were trying to act like I was some white biracial and they were dark skinned or whatever, and it's like, we're literally like similar colors, at least, especially Cynthia G and I would think Cynthia G is close to the same color as Crystal Swirls. And I consider Crystal Swirls kind of like a shade twin. So, I mean, like, I don't see how they could be dark and I could be like a whole white biracial, but that was just responding to a comment there. And that was 2.2 thousand views I made from that, and that was a year ago. And then also there were a few others. I have lots of videos that are well over 100. I made videos over 100, but I'm saying over 1,000 here. This video was made 2 months ago, and it was 2.2 thousand views, specifically on Oprah and how I view Oprah, Beyonce, and Halle Berry to be similar complexions, to be light brown hues, basically, and how I basically showed that in a photo. Some people had a fit over it, but yeah. And then also I did one on Salcus Ray over a year ago, and that was 2.2 thousand. Paris Milan, saying that she's using dark-skinned women to overshadow what she does to hope that she's preferred over dark-skinned women. This one is about Cynthia G, saying that I really don't like her content, and I don't like Cynthia G's content, honestly. I do sometimes watch her, I guess, every now and then, but I haven't watched her lately in a long time. This one is about, it's a follow-up video 2 years ago, right after my most popular video, the one up top here, saying that Cynthia G is not divested, so I don't understand why people are complaining, like black women who are claiming to be divested, coming to my page and complaining and getting all crazy. And then this one is about me dragging Miss Elite. Yeah, this was when I dragged Miss Elite about crystal swirls and stuff, and I started rating her face and showing how unattractive she is. So I mean, like, that one, the little one on here is 1,600 views. I've had lots of views 2 years ago, a year ago, and 2 months ago. It's always been that way for me. I can always produce a lot of views from what my experience is after posting a lot. I try to post 5 a day, and then I kind of get bored and I do something else, and then I go back to posting 5 a day. When I post 5 a day regularly, I eventually get a consistent high percentage, high views and all that stuff. So yeah, my channel I've always been proud of my channel. I have 300,000 views over the past, 3 years or something like that? Since this channel has existed, it's been 3 years. It'll be 4 years in January. So I'm not complaining. I'm doing all right for me, especially since this last year I kind of was lacking. I wasn't really paying attention to this channel or anything of that nature, But yeah, I don't really have any problems there. Now, I understand that Polar Bear's probably jealous because his channel's in the dumps, really, honestly. I mean, he has 165 subscribers. His lover, Angel Charms, who's transgender, has only 205 or 206 subscribers, and they don't make content that is on different issues. For me, you can see, even of my top videos, you can see it's different topics. And I'm always like that. I'm very versatile. I'm very well influenced by the channel I was moderator to, which is Cerebral's channel. And oftentimes, if you looked at her channel, she would talk about all sorts of different issues. And I guess I took a page from that. Now, I'm not saying I copy or anything. No. I definitely do not copy. I have nothing against her or anything like that. But, I kind of have that versatile aspect to me. I just don't keep posting the same thing about someone's channel obsessively over and over and over again. That seems sick. It seems sick. Even in my beefs with people, I've never just over and over and over and over for years on end post about them. No, you post about them maybe for 2 weeks. It depends on what they did. They tried to remove your video or something. I remember that happened once. Somebody tried to do whatever, and I posted about him over and over and over again until they reinstated my video. That's literally what happened with Angry Biracial. Literally, I kept posting until I got my video back. Then I stopped posting. So, I mean, that's just what I do. I just keep posting about a person until, I resolve the issue, I guess. But I do not just post for years on end. You only post during the time period of which it's affecting you, you know? Whatever they did, you know? But not your whole life is devoted to this person. You have no life. You guys have no life. I don't care, Dan, if you dated the lady. You have no life. You need to get over that shit. That was a long, long time ago. You know, you need to move on. You need to find, maybe a trans woman isn't doing it for you. Maybe you need a real man or a real woman or something, and maybe you need to actually move on from that. So then you cannot just be obsessed with one person over and over and over again, you know, because being obsessed like that seems like something's wrong with you, really, seriously. Now, one other thing I wanted to talk about was, you were trying to say something else. What are the other things you were trying to say in this? Specifically, oh, okay. Yeah, you were trying to say that I was posting old videos. The videos as showing that Angel Charms is overweight and overgrown were done back in July. So, it was for reference for what she was talking about. Attacking another person on their weight? Well, yes, it's important and pertinent to talk about someone and their being very overweight when they're talking about another person being fat. I get tired of fat people calling other fat people fat. Know your fucking place. And no, you cannot go around calling people fat when you're a fat fucking hog. I'm sorry. You can't. Because you're fat. You have no business calling other people fat when you're fat. You don't get that. You don't get that privilege to go around calling anybody fat when you are fat yourself. You need to focus on yourself, because fat can kill you. It literally kills you. You know, you focus on someone else's fat that's going to kill them is not going to help you, when you should be focusing only on the fat on your fucking body that's killing you. So, you know, that's just reality, you know, and that's not a lie. I mean, being overweight kills. It's not a good thing. It's nothing to play around with. It's nothing to ignore, you know. Now, you were also talking about, what else were you talking about here? Oh, yeah, you were trying to say about makeup. That was funny, because it was like, well, you defending a lady and obsessed with a lady that no one can see on, you know, her videos. She can't show her face because, I mean, like, it's wholly unattractive, obviously. We see her feet, her legs, and, you know, her cankles, her thighs, and everything. Those things are hideously ugly. Her voice is hideous, too. Sounds like a whole stinky old dude to me. She does. She sounds like a stinky dude. I just mean, for real. Like, I mean, like, you want people to really feel badly about themselves, but yet that lady can't even show her face. And as far as me, like, I show my face without makeup and with it on. So I think you're just upset because I called you a murderer, now aren't you? And that was another thing, because I was actually pointing out that you specifically were upset because I called you a murderer in my last video, pertaining to, not my last video, but my last video on you. And that was a video depicting Crystal Swirls, who specifically was saying that you took out an insurance policy, life insurance policy on her, and that sounds really sus to me. I mean, like, especially if you're not even married to her, like, you know. So, to me, I mean, like, from what it sounded like, from what she presented, yes, it does seem like you were planning something out. I don't understand why you care so much about this situation, though. I mean, like, there are plenty of other women to try and go after. I mean, no one's stopping you, but I guess nobody wants you either. I'm just saying, it's just the truth. Now, on talking about one other thing you were trying to say about if she was trans. Well, honestly, about Angel Charms specifically, looking at her feet, to me, I would think it's no surprise she's transgender with those feet. I'm just saying. But other people have said they've seen her and said that they saw someone who was a male person. Now, I don't know, but I'm just saying that's what they said. And to me, it's just what it is. I mean, like, I don't even care if someone's trans, but I just am like, how can you be talking about other people having problems in their life or something being wrong with them, but all you ever do in your whole existence on YouTube is obsess over another person, put their videos up like a crazy maniacal weirdo over and over and over and over again for 3 years straight? Yeah, that is textbook example of being an obsessed, crazy Looney Tune. It's just what it is. You know, anybody looking and on this situation would think that that's an insane individual, and that's just the truth. You know, you're mad at me because I'm just calling it like it is, but I mean, like, I would not have even addressed it honestly if I would have not specifically had to have seen the video under Crystal Swirls when I was searching for Crystal Swirls. I didn't look for Angel Charms videos. I didn't even know Angel Charms was still around. I really didn't. Cuz I mean, like, if it's still only 200 subscribers, you would think someone would get the message that nobody really cares what you're saying. Nobody cares about or likes what you're saying because they're not subscribing to your channel. You know, they're not liking your video. They're not watching your video. So you're just basically talking to yourself on camera. That's all. Which is in line with everything else. I mean, it's more insanity, of course. I mean, talking to yourself, obsessing over people, consistently posting other people's videos for 3 years straight like an obsessed Looney Tune? Oh, yes, it all makes sense for someone like that to never read the room and never understand that nobody cares what they're actually posting about. Nobody gives a darn. And that these people, like, and that honestly, Angel Charms and people like you are specifically just nobodies on YouTube that nobody cares about. It's just the truth. So, that's all I have to say in this video. It's just, you know, to me, I just found it weird seeing her video. And then secondarily, seeing a video where this fat person is calling a fat person fat. It makes no fucking sense. How are you calling someone overweight fat when you're fat? It makes no sense. Anyway, that's all I have to say in this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for letting me be able to flex a little bit talking about my channel and all the accomplishments I've had over the years. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe, comment down below, and have a great day. Bye, guys.